And we are clear. Perfect. Thank you.
Samanu ke salam. Apni khan itia Nltv Nagamese Roundup samachar tikhi aje ami chipen khong. Itia muge samachar ke janai dibo. Naga Jamda bra AFSPA do Nagaland bra hatai dibi kuigena mangkura over march against AFSPA do suru kurigena chai ase. Participants can PPMA de rukhi ase aro aha din Kohima de bunchigena Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi ge memorandum dibo. Eastern Naga Student Federation bra voting hatsa de mot aro jokum hua khan karone compensation mangise aro sarkar ge kile parivar khan ge nokri dibole diri kuri ase kuigena sawal uthaise. December 4 or 5 voting yadong hatsa de insaf anibule ultimatum diaro khotom hoise January 10 2022 de idu opor Kanyak civil society organizations for January 14 de ekta all Kanyak summit magidina ase Sarkar bra dukhya aro garib khan nimire javal aro kishim saman Batakhan districts de napathai gina private godowns tima bode jama kuri gina rakhya ase Malik Khan huda hudi kura same jawab dibule mana kurise Aridia samachar details for chanai dibo. March against AFSPA BPMA punchiche Monday shamde. March te hesa loa manukan BPMA de rati rakibo aru wagaton do aklatin puchor choi baji bra Kohima de jabo. Kohima puncha sat gishim organizations pra team ge swagat kuribo aru taikan Nagaland Governor Professor Jagdish Mukhi ge memorandum dibo. March against AFSPA laga mangdo voting tiru hatsa de noksang hwa parivar khan ge dangor compensation dibole galatkar khan ge kanun hisab charge kurigena saza dibole aru AFSPA 1958 to Nagaland pra hatabole mangi ase.
We will head to if the public has risen up like this, a spontaneous reaction, I think it's time for I think the government will take notice. I don't know. Action, I cannot guarantee, but I think this will send some shivers down the corridor of the power. That much I can say.
Okay, so since you're resting here for the night, are there any plans for the evening or evening?
Yeah, we will have our dinner. We were told bonfire is being prepared for us, and we will try to retire as early as possible, and we will head towards Kohima early in the morning after breakfast here.
Okay, so even tomorrow, can you tell us some?
Okay, the plan. Okay, from here, we will be starting at 6 a.m. Then we will go, as usual, we will pass through Zubza and all that. And there will be a civic reception for us, it seems, in Kohima by some organizations. Yeah. And after that, we will be heading to the governor. Hopefully he's in town. Yeah.
Okay, so the memorandum that you will be submitting to the government, what are the points?
Yeah, the main key points are, especially we are stressing because of the Uting massacre which has triggered it. We are going to focus on it. We are going to demand adequate compensation. We will demand that the perpetrators be brought to civil court and be tried under criminal procedure. And then we will try to, we demand complete removal, repeal, or whatever be the technical terms from Nagaland. Yeah, the AFSPA 1958.
Okay, so the same crowd will be moving out tomorrow, and then will there be anyone joining on the?
As of now, we are told that some people will be joining from different locations, but keeping the SOP and the government restriction of 200 gathering, that I cannot predict. But because a lot of people were going to participate, but because of the government restriction of 200 people to be gathered, it has stopped a lot of people from joining. Otherwise, the crowd would have been much bigger than this.
Oting hatsa opor aro AFSPA laga khilaf kurigena wakaton achi supa choi baji bra suru kuriado BPMA punchiche. BPMA puncha bichide Eastern Naga Student Federation bra hotel mengu BPMA re press conference ekta madishe. Press conference di ENSF pra janaise oting hatsa de muria manukhan laga khandan ge 1 crore dibo lage aro jogumba manukhan ge rupees 50 lakh dibi koigena sarkar ge mang gurise. Itu laga opore sarkar bra muria manukhan laga khandan ge sarkar nokri dibole wada kuriado kile itu tak itia tak nohoigena diri kuri ase koigena ENSF pra sarkar ke sawal uthaise ar sarkar pra ki wada uthaise itu do napahori bule lake koigna ENSF prakuishe press conference the ENSF prakuishe oding hatsare kaldikura manukhan ge saza dibule lake aru public pra mang kuria laga faisla do juldi ani bule lake idu laga upor ENSF prakuishe Nagaland sarkar bra central sarkar ge ki report submit kure idu du public khan ge bi janai dikhabu lage aru justice nahatak agitation do chalu hobo ENSF prakuishe justice napadak national events khan de shamil nakuribo national song nakabo aru national flag laga salute bi nakuribo koigena ENSF rachanaise
civilians at Uding and subsequently at Mon. Secondly, we have placed another demand for compensation of 1 crore each to all the victims' family, those who were killed at Uding incident. And not only that, but we have even demanded a sum of rupees 50 lakhs each for all the injured people who are at the hospital right now. Talking about the injured people, they were once an asset to the family, but now they have become a liability to the family, and they have been crippled permanently, forever. So I think these were some of the charter of demands that we have demanded to the government of India through the Prime Minister of India. Now, talking about all those demands, all the charter of demands that we have met, we have few questions to the government of India and the government of Nagaland as well. During the funeral speech at Mon, which was made by our Chief Minister, Shri Nltv, he mentioned to give 1 job to the victims' family. However, now it has been more than 1 month now, but we have no news about that. So I think we really need to think about it. And this is the question to the government of Nagaland. The promise must be fulfilled, and it must be delivered at the earliest. And we have all seen about, we have heard and we have seen about the meeting that the government of Nagaland and the MHA had at Delhi. So during the meeting, we have seen and we have heard in the media that the Jawans and the officers involved in the gruesome killing of those innocent civilians will be suspended. And so far, we haven't seen any suspension order. So I think this is the right time that the government of India should give in black and white, and the people and the public of Nagas and the public of Nagaland should know about it. And thirdly, we also would like to mention this through the directive of the Home Minister, the state government, the government of Nagaland has constituted a special investigation team, and which is due in next few days, I guess. So, as and when the report is submitted to the government of Nagaland, the report of SID must be made available to the public domain, and that is also one of our demands. Now, the Eastern Naga People's Organization and the frontal organization of Eastern Nagaland, we had a coordination meeting, a consultative meeting at Longlang on 14th of December 2021. There we have we have resolved a resolution where we are giving a non-cooperation to the military forces. And until and unless the justice is delivered to us, we will continue.
Dimapur shehar de FCI rice pack khan welfare nimire aru tukia manu khan ge phak kuribole laga do bal do ekta private go down de rakhi thakya dikhi paise idu go down do Dimapur new field check gate laga osore thakya korapati jaga de ase iniga government ration to direct alag districts te lui na chagina private go down ekta de rakhya laga maksad to kiba ekta thik nai iniga illegal kam kuria laga opore dangor sawal ekta ase jani paise idu jawal back khan do CWC bra ulaigena alag districts de janda khan ge phak kuri dibule lui nachaigena sita private go down de anigena illegally rakhya ase idu laga opor jani paise idu CWC bra sita anigena private go down de unload kura jaga de government officials kan gunbi mojud thaka nai Nagaland TV team bra go down laga malik Sanjay Jain logode kotha koise aru Jain bra dade jankari dise dai khan go down laga kam do iman na kure hoise aru dai khan laga chokra bra hi go down do sai ase idu laga opor de dai laga chokra do idia out of station ase aru Sanjay laga hat de ro go down laga chabi bi nai aru papers bi nai aru idu laga nishana dai khan thik bra idu laga opor de jankari dia nai Sadoi Range Students Union bra 7th bra 9th January takte 50 years punchak Golden Jubilee rakishe. Jubilee laga team do the world's new hope takishe. Program laga chief guest to Agriculture and Cooperation Minister Kaido Aye takishe. Our special guest to Assistant Director Food and Civil Supplies Dimapur. Our former President SRSU as Kavido Aye. Former President SRSU ke Atovi Awami. All Nagaland Field Workers Association PWD. Our Director Industry and Commerce and former President SRSU Kikihe K Jimo Aro SPCZ Pastor Dr. Hudon Sumi Takishe. Dr. Sumi Bra Kuishe Nelson Mandela ke Manubra jail de Thaligina Rakishe. Kindu Tailaga Papnado Dangor Takishe. Sen Bol ke Bi Manubra Turigina Rakishe Kindu Tailaga Bishwas to Dangor Takishe. Manukan ge technology bra Turigina Ase Aro Papna kan bi technology bra Turigina Ase. Dai Kuishe technology do Ekta Hat de Pal Ase Aro Dusra de Pia Ase. Dugarne Palbra Janigina Tulibola ke Kushe. President SKK Hudoshe Kids Prabi program de Ahigina Takia Pioneers SRSU Kange Kushi Janaishe. Aro Ahibule Laga Samede, Balbra Chabule, Aro Takibule Janaishe. Program de Aro Jubilee Laga Monolith Utaishe, Aro Minister Agriculture and Cooperation Bra SRSU Laga Chanda Utaidishe.
Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, whatever I will name it, you know it better. In a typical Kelon Kunzuna in that Yushitania. No, Tlema Renapae, no, Pano Company Lam Langue Mugesha. No, ya Talala Conda Bijipung, Facebook Lomavanya, Tipal no Facebook Company Lam Langue Mugesha. Coke Modi, Atanapa Mogetono. Yeah. Something has captured your whole life. Something has imprisoned your whole life. Abnoka Zanoko, ich bin Kretze. In a Sutzalkin at Veraba Sutzal, my Mugunia, it's like him type people. Lot them Kuneshani, lot them Haptonish, and keep him Kokudanishani. Culture. Other Loki
Kyamungyang Sports Council Aro Bedi Bachao, Bedi Barao, Milaikina Public Round, Noklak Headquarter Bra, 5th Kyamungyang Sports Council Meet Rakishe. Meet Laga Team, Imagine Life Beyond Ordinary, driven by value Takishe. Program the El Kamo, Special Guest Takishe, KSC President T. Elo Brakushe, Youth Kange, Kel Kande Mon Bishi Dia Dikiase, Aro Itunimide, Maniase, Aro Future de Kyamungyang Chadikan Athletics, de Bishipal Hobo, Aro Nagaland, Eklano Hoigina, Deish Laga, behalf de Dagan Karakribo, Goigina Chanashe. President Brasorkar, Aro Noklak Manukange Archery, Tia Kobor Hunigina, Bishi Mon Kushi Ase. Sports Meet to Monday Bra, Suro Hoigina, to new first, Dak Chabule Ase.
The Kyamungyang Tribal Council Bredo form Guridia Lagos. Already form Guridia do Hile to Sargarni no. Idia youngsters can Keladi Bishimundi Tikhagarni, the form Guridisha. Achita Kamikan Bishop Halber Ran Gurese. Already Ran Gurado Hile political leader can or NGO can, especially Kyamungyang Tribal Council Bra sponsor Gurigana, or Kyamungyang Students Union Bra Cooperation Digana, American do Ran Gurigana has. Ini Idia Dax Hila, American like youngsters can get salado, especially athletics, the Pishimundignity. Or American Ectado as American Kyamungyang Kanaga, cross border American Lagatum for father bredo Jolagana Hagnas. Or American do every events they do cross border Jolag. Or American Copper Pal Ecta Honado, Idia Garment or American Noklaki, ito archery to Tisha Gugno Hunigana say, to an American Bishikushipa say. It you know, hey? To Sabi American Gibishi garment to Tivula Kotato Huniase. I mean, the Bishi hope for a Kalurusum Bishi Jodi Hijabo. Future American like expect Ectato as a Bishin din the Jagana Nagaland Lagan Hagana, India Lagabi American Kyamungyang Canberra represent group, especially athletics day. I mean, athletics day Bishi Palbraja say to Garne. I mean, future do Hillado. Life to Hillado American Kyamungyang Kando, sports team Monti Gana, Nibi, Chogri Khan, youngsters Kando. India laga represent group one American hope.
जुबिली डिस्ट्रिक्ट लगा सबसे पहला डिप्यूटी कमिश्नर डॉक्टर जासेकुले चुसी IAS कारणे सिविक रिसेप्शन और सुपरिटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस कंचन कंथपाल कुमार IPS कारणे कमेमोरेशन प्रोग्राम रेंगमा स्पोर्ट्स एसोसिएशन क्राउन जुबिली दे मंडे दिन लुइसे रिसेप्शन दे रेंगमा स्पोर्ट्स एसोसिएशन लगा 75 एनिवर्सरी कमेमोरेट लोगोने मिलिगना लुइसे इदु इवेंट रेंगमा होहो और RSA खान मिलिगना आयोजन करिसे Program laga special guest advisor, youth resource and sports engineer Zalini Kha aru guest of honor, advisor animal husbandry and veterinary services are King Takishe. Nikha bra Rengmachati Manukan ge Nutun district de vikas anibule nimide sorkar logo miligena kam kuribule anurod krise. Dimapur Naga Students Union ge represent Kurigina President Moayangar Jamir aru Secretary General Setelo T Vatio pra AFSPA opor kotha kura same janaise idu act pra Naga Chanda Khan ke pishi sal pra diktari digina ahiase President janaise act to bia phapna loigina panaise Naga Chandi Khan laga sapna do bura phangai dibole AFSPA pra sabut nathakilibi shak opore manukhan laga jivan lobole dagat de Indian sipai khan ge Nagaland de AFSPA lagai dia samebra bishi mota maiki murai dishe palatkar kurise aru bishi jun kayap hoi jaise December 4 aru 5 laga outing tiru mon hatsa de 15 mosam civilians ke Indian sipai bra hatia kuri dishe daikhan laga kaldi eku na thaki kina aru idudo bishi monduk laga kam ase aru idu hatsa bra purana jokom aru kahani khan yad dilaise Burapuri Khan nimire Indian Security Forces Khando Bahar bra aha atangwadi nishna ase koigina President Brachanaise President Janaise AFSPA logore biya yat jurigina thakilibi Naga Janda Khan bra Indian Sipai Khan ge maaf kuriase ahibule din laga shandi ke bhabigina United Nations bra Human Rights declare kurigina thakia ke India bra bhi manigina AFSPA ke juldi hatai dibule lage aru right to life ke guarantee kuribo lage DNSC General Secretary Setelo T Vadio bra Indian Sarkar ge 6 moina AFSPA extend kuri dia khilaf sawal uthaise aru idu kam do Patnam aru mon nadia laga aza ase kuise dai kuise Indian Sarkar bra Nagaland jaga khan de practice kuriya laga crown nishina na phabibo lage
AFSPA Armed Force Special Power Act. Is it a necessity or a misused power? We are oppressed people under the Indian Union. That is proven by the imposition of very wicked a draconian law, the Armed Force Special Power Act. The law was passed with an intended evil design to crush the Naga political aspiration in 1958. This is an inhuman license to kill innocent Nagas by Indian armed forces under the ground of mere suspicion. Since the promulgation of the mindless act of AFSPA in Naga Hills, many of our fathers and brothers were mercilessly killed, tortured. Even many of our mothers and sisters were humiliated, raped and killed. Many of them have even disappeared. The recent Outing massacre was tragic. It was very hurting and was humiliating and very painful to see our own 15 innocent brothers' lives were cut short mercilessly by the Indian security forces on 4th and 5th of December. It is a grim reminder of those days of agony and human sufferings of Naga people at the hands of the Indian forces. We have horrific stories that become nightmares to tell the world about untold acts of atrocities committed against our innocent Naga people. No Naga family left untouched or unharmed or without humiliation by atrocious act of Indian forces. For grandparents, Indian security forces were foreign terrorists. Until my father's generation, it was nightmares and threatening to see Indian security forces in their uniforms because of the fear psychosis.
Sandirati no Pachifale Dimabur, Tipobar A junction de, Duida private kari Lagapachi Huegana Tinda Manu spot de Hatia Wishe. January by Hisab, Black Innova Karibra, Balino Karige Ahigena Lagai Dishe. Dinjun Manu Hatsa Hoa Kando, Tagan Balino Karide, Buitakishe. Victims Kando, Sadilaga Shadi Kamde, Mudut Kurigana Kor Wapas Jasamide, Hatsada Huishe. Idiadak Ikujangari Nai Giniga Innova Karibra Ahigena Alak Karige, Maridishe, Holibi Janda Khan, Pabna Kuriase, Innova Karilaga driver do, Mudu Kaigina Tagishe. Kobur Hunia Hesab de Innova Karilaga driver, Hatsage Charigina Pulai Cheshe, Idu Oporde, Jangari Pisariase. Yimkyung Babdi Sporer Amukungdo Pra Gospel Platinum Jubilee Manishe January 8 aru 9 Chamador Town Baptist Church de Yimkyung Madide Christianity aha obor itu program do Manishe aru team do Christ our Rock and Hope Goegina Tagishe. Executive Secretary Abam Impur Reverend Dr. Mar Pongener, General Secretary NBCC Reverend Dr. Zilokeyo, our Principal Nito Theological College, Pukopodo, Dr. Niholi Sumi Khan, itu program de speakers takishe. MLS Kyoshirbi itu program de Shamil takishe. Our YTC officials Kihodo, Theological College Community, Aru Kirja Khan Bra, YBBA Pastors P Sub Shamil takishe. Desh te COVID-19 laga third wave ahigena bimar do bishi hoija homoy state level war room on COVID-19 do wapas reactivate kridishe. Our Chief Secretary J Alam do itu war room laga chairman hobole janaishe. State level war room de COVID-19 laga bimar ne phailabole laga kam kuribo aru COVID-19 laga alag alag khobor khan dibo koigena janaishe. Department officials agencies can be idu khobor khan loigena COVID na phailabole juldi kam kuribo lage. COVID-19 laga state level war room do Chief Secretary laga conference hall Nagaland Civil Secretariat Kohima de chulibo koina janaishe. Nagaland aro alak northeast states te ahadin January 11 bra luigna January 13 dakte pani kiribule ase goigana Indian Meteorological Department pra janaishe. Weather Channel bulletin de tikiapa esap te Monday de Central Plains area de mosom olop kharab hobo aro Tuesday to Friday laga pitor de northeast region de mosom pia hobo. Jani baishe rainfall do AD bra 100 mm nishna ahibo aro parish eklan nohoigena kunba regions te thunderstorms aro lightnings bi ahibo. Manipur de Sunday Radi BJP laga kam kura manu tuition ke bunduk pra marigena mudurai tishe. Idu hatsado Sunday Radi de huishe aru suspect kura hisab de idu do pre-poll election laga mamla de murai dia laga ase. Idu tuida BJP laga kam kura manukhan laga nam do Abujam John aru Abujam Domba ase. Daijun do Manipur laga Agriculture Minister o Lukoi logode pishi osur ase. Daijun ge murai dia manukhan ke do Thurianai aru Manipur laga West District Samuro de hatsa hoa laga ase. Police bra idu mamla laga opore judge kure ase. Delhi de healthcare frontline workers are 60 sal obor khan la precaution dose dia suru hoise. Precaution dose loboni de Friday de co-win platform de online registration suru kurise. Healthcare workers frontline workers are 60 sal obor khan poila co-win account bra dose lobole paribo koise. Comorbidities thakya khan doctor certificate noholibe prescriptions eku nalage precaution dose lobole nimide. Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia koise sarkar bra healthcare aro frontline workers ke COVID-19 jab dibole tayar ase. Tamil Nadu do desh laga first pradesh ase frontline workers ke COVID-19 booster shot do dibole. Vaccine lobo register kurigena thakya aro register nakura khan bi booster doses lobole paribo koigena janaise. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh Monday de COVID-19 positive ulaishe koigena jani baishe. Rajnath pra tai laga Twitter account de dai positive ase koi kena janaise aru dai logode usur aha khan aru dai lokpa khan ge COVID test koribole aru isolate kori kena thakibole janaise. Rajnath tu idia home quarantine kori ase. Supreme Court bra Monday Independent Committee panaigna Prime Minister laga security breach opor judge koribole monjor korise. Faisla do Chief Justice of India Ramana, Justice Surya Kanda aru Justice Himakoli bra lawyers voice laga petition hunia samide loise. Supreme Court chanaise committee ge former Supreme Court judge bra loigina Ferozepur Punjab laga security breach opor judge koribo. Court petition huma samede Center aru Punjab Sarkar duijon ke bi judge suru nakuribi koikena janaise. Court DGP Chandikar, IG National Investigation Agency, Registrar General of Punjab aru Haryana High Court aru ADGP Punjab khange independent committee de shamil hopole janaise. Nagaland TV Nagamese Roundup samachar yate bra saman kuri ase ami chipen khung sabmanu Nagaland TV sai thakani bile dhanyawad.
And we are clear.
Nagaland TV.